Hi everybody, it's Vicky here, and I'm just doing this video to show you something that arrived in the post today. Now, I do know what's in it because I did have a crafty peek just to make sure it's the right thing, but I haven't opened the items and I haven't tried them because I wanted to show you them as they appear, if you like. So I'm going to open it now. There we go. And it's some new things from Miyamura, from Joa to be precise. And it's a couple. Oh, I've got a couple of things I was expecting and something I wasn't. So we've got some new products. These are, well, I've been looking forward to these for a long time, and I want to show you them. And I haven't tried them myself yet, so I'm taking a big chance here, but I am going to do it. So we've got here a new product called Blurring Matte Primer. I'll tell you about that in a second. And the other one is called Extreme Stay Setting Spray. So I'll show you. And what's really nice is I've got this too. This is a free gift. Because I spent £30, because these two items together came to £30, I got a freebie. Look at this. Now, I haven't even opened this yet, so I'm going to open this first because I think this looks absolutely amazing. Not just because it's functional, because it looks lovely too. Oh, dear, I've just broken it. No, I haven't. It's okay. It's fine. So what we've got here is it's two sponges, two blending sponges, and they're in a little case, little bauble almost. You hang it on the Christmas tree. There you go. And it's got a little stand to put it in. So there you go. Sits in its own little stand. I'm not sure they're meant to sit in the box when they're in the stand. Oh, these are nice. They're like little stress balls, but they certainly will fit in there, I imagine, when they're not in use. There you go. Like Easter eggs, aren't there? Two eggs. Oh, two hens. Oh dear. I'm not having much luck with these, am I? Let's get them back. There we go. Oops. There we go. Anyway, you get the idea. They are lovely actually. Really dense. Perfect for your makeup on. Lots of different profiles to them. So you've got a nice pointy corner going into this eye area. Nice flat edge to do your long hair, and then obviously the rest of it. So look at that. I think it's really cute. I'm going to put it back in the box before I do any more damage. But this is free. You can buy them. They're £8 if you want to buy them, but you can get it, as I say, in its own little stand. Look at that, so cute. For free if you spend £30 on Joa skincare and makeup products. So that's nice, isn't it? That's the first thing I wanted to show you. Now, the whole point of coming on here today is to show you these lovely new products. And I'm going to talk about the primer first. If you use a primer, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're probably thinking, what's she going on about? Well, the thing about a primer is, think about when you decorate your room. You use a primer to prepare the surfaces, and then you put your undercoat on and your top coat. And using a primer, making sure that the surfaces are well prepared, is a good starting point for having a really good finish. And the same applies when you're putting on your makeup. The better the preparation, the better the finished product. And obviously the preparation starts with the skincare. So we would use our cleanser and toner pads, our gun cream, and now we've got this, which is our primer, to just sort of really get that base well prepared. Okay, now I'm used to using a primer. The primer that I used to use, well, it was discontinued. It's a different brand completely. It was discontinued and I can't get it anymore. I ran out of it about a month ago. So I've been waiting for this really to come along. I'm desperate to try it because I gave up looking for something else. It's so hit and miss. I have tried others in the past. The texture of some of them, it just doesn't suit me. I don't like it. Some are quite thick, some are quite sticky, some are just oily. I don't know, but this one is described as blurring matte primer with vitamin B5. So vitamin B5 is a water-soluble vitamin that's going to be great for protecting our skin. And that's the nice thing about JOAH products. Even the sort of makeup products tend to be nourishing in the same way that you'd expect skincare to be. Right, so I'm going to open this for the first time. It's still got the seal on it, so there it goes. Let's get that off. So I haven't tried it myself yet. Now this is an interesting thing. The this sort of neck on it. I like that idea. It's on a couple of other products that we do as well. And the reason I like it is because you know what it's like when you can't see through the packaging. You don't know how much is coming out or when it's going to hit you, and suddenly, whoosh, you've got enough to do the whole household or the whole street, you know. And actually, this is a good way to make sure that you know what you're doing. So I'm just going to, I don't know if you can see that there. Oops. I'll try and do it so you can see. So you can, there it comes. So I can see how much I'm using. Now, this is this is a completely different texture to the one I'm used to using, which was more of a gel, clear gel. This is, it says it's a matte primer, a blurring matte primer. So here it goes. Let's give it a go. I hope it doesn't turn my face that colour. But I'm just going to apply it round my face. Now, this is something you put on after your moisturiser and before your foundation. Okay, now I can tell immediately that it is smoothing out my skin. So the idea is it's like polyfiller for your face. So I'm just a little bit more on. So it will actually fill all the crevices and cracks and make sure that when your makeup goes on, it won't sit in the pores and sit in the lines and cracks. And it will just give you that lovely, smooth finish. There you go. So I've put that on. Okay, probably thinking it doesn't look any different, but it certainly feels different, that's for sure. Right, next I'm going to apply my BB Perfecting Cream. My shade is light with cool undertones. It's one of 6 or 7 shades that we do. So you'll surely find one for yourself that suits your colouring. Again, not too much, but I'm trying to do this by using the camera the camera screen as a mirror. It's probably not ideal. I have got a mirror here. I think let's get this on, and then I'm going to finish it off using the mirror, because I don't think this camera screen is the best idea. There we go. So I'm just looking in a mirror now, and I can definitely see the difference that having that primer on has made to this area here. For instance, I can actually see in the mirror it's a lot smoother than I would normally expect. As I say, the lighting's a bit bright in the camera, so I'm just going to finish that off. I've got a brush. Here's my brush, my JOAH blending brush. So I'm going to just put a little bit of that on with the brush, just in these areas where I've got some broken veins here and a bit redder than I would like. So there we go. That's better. Okay, and now this side. And the chin. There we go. So already looking a lot smoother. As I say, the lighting in the camera's not brilliant, but I can see in the mirror it's just a lovely day outside. I've got a window here, so it's actually a bit bright on my face, but yeah, I think I can see that looks nice. Then I'm going to go for the concealer, and again, this is our JOAH, give it the proper name, Hydrating Eye Serum Concealer. So it's an eye serum and it's a concealer. Use it around the eye area to cover any of those dark marks that you might get, dark patches that you might get, dark areas here. Okay, I'm not going to do my eyes today, but I'm just not going to do any eye makeup today, just this. Okay, got a bit on my chin. That gets a bit red, and then so my cheeks tend to suffer from these broken veins. I mean, if you've got any kind of redness, this is great for covering it up. There we go, blended in. And again, the shade on this one for me is light with neutral undertones, so it's a very much I'm very much on the light. So we got very fair, light, medium and deep, I think, is the general sort of colour shades that we do. So it depends whether you want the warm or the cool undertones, and then there are lots to choose from. There, look at that. I think you can see that's a lot better. Now, if I want to, I can sort of just blend in completely with my tint stick. And this one's light with neutral undertones, so there's a bit of theme going on there. So sometimes I just put a little bit here. Some people use this rather than the BB cream, they like that. So you can use that. I mean, I would say everyone needs a concealer, good concealer, of which this is one. But, you know, your choice whether you use it with the BB cream for a bit more coverage. I like a bit more coverage because also I've got these red cheeks that, you know, I need to blend it all in. Or if you prefer, you can just use the tint stick in places where you might need it. There you go. So I'm pretty much done. I think you can tell, if you can remember what it looked like at the beginning. It certainly looks more even. More even all over. And I'll just add a couple of things in to finish. This is one of my favourites. This is the Serum Blush Tint. So rather than a blusher, I use this. Excuse me. It comes in 3 shades. This one's called Dusky Pink, and as you can see, this one's got this sort of this tube on the end. Now this, you really do need a very small amount. I'm going to do it very carefully, because if you put too much on, you end up like a Coco the Clown with bright red cheeks. Here we go. So trying to do it very carefully. There, now that much there, whoops, where's the camera there, is enough for 2 cheeks. So I'm just going to do it with a mirror. I'm just going to dab a bit along here like this and just blend it in. You don't need much, just along here. And it really does sort of lift that cheek area, can you see? And then this side, again, put a bit more. Okay. So you don't need it all over your cheeks, but as you can see, okay. There we go, just gives it a bit of a lift. And then finally on this thing, I've got this, which is our highlighter. There we go. There are 2 shades. This is the darker one and there's a lighter one. I can't remember what they're called, but there's only 2. The lighter one is a very sort of pinky colour. This is a more golden colour. And I'm just going to dot a tiny bit of this, just a really tiny bit, just along top of my cheekbone here. Just like that on either side. And just blend it in. I think you can see it shimmering before we just blend it in. There we go. And that really does give that lift to your cheeks. I'm quite lucky, I've got quite high cheekbones anyway, but if you haven't, this will really give a lift to your cheeks. How about that? Okay, now just to finish, I'm going to use this other new product, Extreme Stay Setting Spray. If you ask any makeup artist, they'll tell you that the setting spray is a key product, and this is a good one. Oops, got the seal off again. And all I'm going to do with this is just spritz it across my face. You can use it during the day to sort of freshen up your makeup if you're feeling halfway through the day. Perhaps it needs a bit of a freshening up. It saves you having to redo it all the time. So just close my eyes and there we go. There. And that's it. Smells lovely. It's nice and fresh and goes on, and there we go. So that's the face done. That was quite quick actually. I'm talking all the time. I would have done it a lot quicker if I wasn't talking. And I'm going to try this lip tint, which is Plum. I haven't tried this one before. I tend to go for the reds and the pinks, but I will try this one. because I've seen somebody try it and it really looked nice. It's not as dark as it appears in the bottle. I mean, there's the thing. Are you ready for this? I've got purple nails, look, so it might actually, this is spring purple. These ones, they're lovely, aren't they? Really like these. Well, there we go. It's actually like a sort of dark reddish purple rather than a really dark colour. There we go. Quite easy to apply with the applicator. And like all these products, it's what we call buildable. So you can add more layers, and if you want a darker colour or more coverage, you can do it that way. There we go. I quite like that. Yeah, that's quite nice. It's certainly not as dark as I thought it was going to be. That's all right, that. Yeah. I'll say. So I haven't done eyeshadow, but one thing I don't know if you're the same, but my eyebrows need a bit of assistance here, so I'm going to use the eyebrow pencil. There we go, Joa upside down. This one is ash brown, got quite a few different shades, 5 or 6 shades of eyebrow pencil. I quite like the ash brown, and it's a pencil. It's like I don't know if you can see, it's quite elongated rather than a round pencil, so it gives a much more natural kind of look. It's quite difficult to do without a light on me. I hope I do this okay. Bear with me. There we go. I think I missed that. There we go. How's that? Oh, that's okay. And the other side. It goes on quite easily. It looks good. It doesn't go. It's not too heavy. It just does give you the look of sort of a hair stroke. You know, the strokes of the hair, individual hairs. Okay, so there's that. That's not too bad. That will do a bit more on this side. I know I shouldn't do that because I might make a mess of it, but anyway, we'll give it a go. There we are. So I normally do it in the bathroom with the light shining right in my face, but that's not too bad, is it? Okay, and the nice thing about this is in the other end. Oops, wrong thing. In the other end, we've got the brush with the gel to set the brows, so we can just go like so. Switch hands. And just so that again we get the lasting effect. Look at that. I haven't even put any eyeshadow on at all. So that's me done. I might do the lashes later. So that's just to show you the primer. What a difference that makes. I'll look in the mirror. Yeah, I think it really can tell. In the mirror, I can really tell that the overall finish it was good before when I was just using my BB cream, but now with this to be the base, it's an even better look. And I'm setting a spray to just finish it off. So if you want to have a look at those, visit my website. I'll put the link in the description or in the comments if you're watching on social media. And don't forget, if you spend £30, I think it's till the 17th, so we've got another week or so, you get this lovely little might make a nice Easter present, little sponge set for putting your makeup on with. Okay, so that's me done. I'm going to go off out now, I think, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.